Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back.
Tell a friend.
Hey everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be doing a tier ranking list on all of the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings sets that LEGO has released to date.
Oh my.
But before going any further, let me just say, if you like this video, any other videos on the channel, please
like, comment, and subscribe.
And let's get down into this Hobbit and Lord of the Rings tier ranking list after the intro coming in.
Now.
All the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit sets. Let's go. And we're going to start with a Tack of the Wargs. This is a Hobbit set. It is set number 79002. 378 pieces, released in 2012. And the two wargs and the that it comes with are great. The tree is a nice tree. We do have this set. And it comes with Yaznig, I believe is his name, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And he is a pretty cool orc rider. He's definitely, stands out from the crowd. So I feel like a lot of people slept on this set, but I think it's a pretty nice little set. What do you think, honey?
Well, yep. It's funny, we do have this set, but I don't remember the rock pieces.
I don't know that we built those.
Okay, because I know we have the tree.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, do we have the set or is that tree from something else? But no. I know we do. And that tree is very sturdy. And I like it a lot. And the wargs, I mean, I think it's worth it for those guys. And that exclusive one, I can't remember what his name is. And you got, who's that?
Well, don't expect me to be able to name all these guys off the top of my head, because that's not going to happen.
The one with the axe in his head.
Yeah.
Is it Bifford?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Bifford, Beaufort, Bomber, one of them.
Right. So I'm glad we picked the setup and because of the wargs.
Yeah.
And that tree is a nice tree. So I would say it's not like an A. It might not even be a B. I would probably put it at C.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it at C for now.
Just because it's a smaller one. I mean, you do get the wargs, which is
David Emperor says, "Why was I in my dark ages when these came out? Why?"
Oh, I know.
Yeah. That's when we were just coming out, was when these were out, and we gobbled them up like they were
candy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And next we're going with Attack on Weathertop. It's set number 9472, 406 pieces, released in 2012 as well. And we bought this set as well. And I don't think we ever built Weathertop though.
Never. That's
the unfortunate thing. It got sacrificed into our Lego collection, I believe. But yes, we have all of these minifigs.
I mean, we probably could build it.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. But I'm looking at this little staircase, and I'm sure that's went somewhere.
I know exactly where that is. You zip it and stop taking my stuff. That's in my Hogwarts.
But the big selling point for this one is the ring wraiths, obviously. Well, Frodo and Sam are as well, but I'm talking originally in the original run.
Yeah.
Or is that Pippin? Is that Frodo and Pippin? Or is it Merry and Pippin? No, that's Frodo because he's got the ring.
Frodo, but I think it's Merry.
Yeah. But this was the only set you could get the ring wraiths in, if memory serves. Again, I'm basing a lot of this off of memory, so
right. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
But I know we did get it because of the rigs.
Right.
And I know we didn't build it.
Yeah.
Those are definitely, which I'm sad. I wish we would have. I would say that's
an
B, or I would say it's B because of the ring race. But it's the same as the tree, I guess.
I like the tree better than, I mean, Weathertop is supposed to be more iconic, but I'm saying in actual Lego form, the tree's cooler. I'm sticking it there for now.
Okay. Well, all things can change.
Let me see if the comments are. Macro likes the stairs for show. And the black hoodies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rula did not like the tree. He says it's kind of ugly.
Oh.
It definitely is different. I will give you that, but any kind of Lego trees and stuff I like.
Greenery, man.
Yeah.
Trees we're for them.
Yeah. And next up we have Barrel Escape, set number 79004, 313 pieces, released in 2012, and this was from the Hobbit theme as well. And we have this set as well. And this set, inside little scenes like this, I've never been a fan of. Even the minifigure selection, it's all about the dwarves. I mean, the elves are nice, but the dwarves are really why you would want to buy this set. So, I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts, honey?
Now, I agree with you about the inside sets because that's really hard to incorporate in your areas. You know, you can't build around it. So we did build the set, but it is not complete right now.
Yeah, we have the parts and pieces, like sections of it around here somewhere.
It was very playable.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe I used those stairs from Harry Potter.
She steals all the stairs from Lord of the Rings.
And the tan.
It's becoming a theme here.
What's an inside set?
Yeah.
I know I can get away with it because he doesn't like inside sets. I would say
I'm gonna put it in C as well, but it's below. I think I like it worse than the other two.
Right. We got a lot of sets left.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I know C's starting out strong, but changes can happen, and they will happen. Ooh, David Emperor says D- for Barrel Escape.
Ooh.
But he also said C, harsh start.
Yeah.
Infamous Comics said first set is good army builder and not bad to get multiple trees and rocks, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now we're stepping up in the quality, and we have an Unexpected Gathering, set number 79003, 623 pieces, released in 2012. And I think this is a D set all day.
You love to start riots.
What do you think, honey?
It's a riot. That is, you know where that belongs.
Yeah.
Don't you even act like that.
Yeah. This set is the Hobbit set to own. If you can only have one, it is absolutely this one.
It is.
And not only that, it's an S tier Lego set.
It is in every way, shape, or form. Other than that, it's a facade. That's the only down I will be on it. I wish I had gotten two so I could have a full one.
Yeah,
I wish I would have.
That's the only regret was we didn't. Yeah. That's our biggest regret is we didn't buy more of these. And we have a rather big collection. But
someday, maybe. I mean, if I catch it somewhere, it's definitely an S tier for us.
Yeah, Rula says that's S for show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and David Emperor says great set, the only one I have. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And next up, we're going with, we threw everything in here, and here comes the Comic-Con Azog, and it was released in 2013, 120 parts.
120 parts? I think you read that wrong.
I must have read it wrong. Yeah.
I'm like, like, wow.
Well, you scribbled some stuff out. Well, I'm not. It's Azog, yeah. So this would have been much higher if it would have.
I didn't write one minifig is what I didn't write. So it was blank. So we went to like the next line down for the mini Baggins.
Oh.
I'm like, Azog doesn't have 120 parts. Oh. Sorry. I thought that was funny.
But
anyway.
I mean, he came out in later sets. So
is he exclusive? Oh, well, I'm just gonna put him on.
I'm putting him in D. I mean,
does he have any like exclusive printing on him or anything? Or is he the same exact one that came out?
He might not be the same exact one. And Azog is like a desirable minifigure. But
he's just a minifigure.
He
can't really compete with all the other
and he's not like he's that exclusive, because there is one later on down the line that is more exclusive that I won't put quite so low. But I'm just looking at it as somebody, if you're wanting to get into Lego Lord of the Rings, which ones would I say get and which ones not so much. And the Comic-Con exclusive Azog, like,
it's not really on the list.
Unless you're an absolute gotta buy everything.
Right.
And then next up we got a Comic-Con Bard the Bowman.
Same thing, I guess.
Yeah, same thing. I'm gonna zip through some of these ones here. But I'd pick Azog over him.
Okay. Well, there you go. You can rank the minifigures at the bottom.
Yeah.
And D. And then anything that belongs there. But I don't know if there's anything else that belongs there.
And next up we have Dumbledore Ambush, set number 79011, 205 pieces. And don't kill me if I kill the pronunciation, but that's Bjorn, correct? Is that his name?
Bjorn,
yeah. He is really the main reason to buy this, unless people like army building, and so comes with 2 orcs, so it has that going for it. But again, this is totally a minifigure scaled, purchase.
It's just for the minifigures. Like, I mean, the rock pieces are nice and everything, but Bayon's the best one out of that one.
I'm even
you put it down in D.
Yeah. We have that set, by the way, but we're crazy completionists. Even though we don't have the Comic-Con exclusives, we literally bought that just for him.
Well, because it was more financially, instead of buying just the minifigure.
Infamous Convict says exclusive figs are only S tier if you own it, otherwise right. D.
I
agree. Next up, we have Escape from the Merkwood Spiders, and that is set number 79001, 280 pieces. And yeah, we have this, and I can tell from those spiders and just these little tree parts, I recognize them elsewhere as well in our city now that I look at it a little. Don't you?
Yeah.
Now that I look at it a little closer.
Yeah.
Well,
because this suffers from the same thing inside sets suffer from.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not big enough to have a whole forest full of spiders.
Yeah. Again, it's the
minifigures.
It's the minifigures, and at least this one comes with spiders.
Right. It's a little cooler.
It's a little cooler. Not much, but a little. So.
Where are you putting it?
Well, there it is.
I was going to say, blame me. Blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
He wanted to. He was so ready. Give me grief.
David Emperor says, are you hopeful Lego will reboot the theme now the Amazon series is running? There's always hope. And Infamous Convict said the red foliage. Yeah, that, and with the spiders, that's why I put it up in C, but I don't know if it's going to go how high in C. Yeah. Next up, we have Gandalf Arrived, set number 9469, 73 pieces, 2012. And when we talked about Forestmen, we saw a lot of these kind of carts. And this is a nice little cart. I mean, yeah, it's just a cart, but I mean,
It's built well.
And it's Gandalf and it's Frodo. And I like his fireworks in there.
And we actually don't have this one.
We don't?
No. We never got it.
We never bought this set.
No.
Well, clearly it's S tier if we never bought it.
It's because we had so many Gandalfs and we had so many Frodos.
Yeah.
So we didn't really.
We do have a truckload of each.
Yeah. So we didn't really think it was necessary.
Yeah.
I like his shirt though. But I could just buy him by himself.
I'm going to put it in D.
Okay.
Clearly, it's not based upon the fact we didn't buy it.
No.
Hollendorf says, all C and D for me as I know nothing about whatever this theme is.
Oh.
Well, that's why I'm going to educate you, my friend.
Yes.
So
get ready.
So
sit back.
So sit back and enjoy your Lord of the Rings education that is progressing right in front of your very eyes.
Just for you.
Just for you. And then now we got Comic-Con micro Baggins. And that is what was 120 pieces. And that was released in 2013 also. She didn't give me a set number on this one, though.
I don't think it came with one.
I don't see one on the box either.
Yeah, I had like a Bricklink number. That was it. But I wasn't going to give you that 50000 something.
I mean, as much as I love Baggins, I mean, this Bilbo Baggins is not special at all. Not from my eyeballs. So this is another D one. I'm gonna put him at a Bard though.
Yeah.
Not in front of Azog. I think
he's still better.
Yeah. Even over that
and
micro build. If you really wanted to build that, I mean, those pieces.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Wouldn't be hard to get.
Right.
And next up we have Lake Town Chase set number 79013, 448 pieces, released in 2013. And yes, we own this. And yes, these little Lake Town sets, a lot of people slept on. And they're nice little buildings. I had them in our medieval layout for the longest time because they look great in any medieval layout. But we have since removed them from there because we are, working on our own Lord of the Rings section. And so we took all of our Lord of the Rings sets and they're all going over there now. But I think Lake Town Chase is a B set.
No,
I think it's a B set. I think a lot of people slept on that one.
I think it's a B set as well. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That little boat, it's those little buildings are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And like I said, or like you said, the put in a medieval village would have worked too. That's where we had it.
Yeah. Next up, we got Merkwood Elf Army set number 79012, 250 pieces. Also released in 2013. Seems to be a common denominator here. And I don't know that we bought this set.
We did not buy this set.
We did not buy this set, but we do have King Thandriel. But we do not have these little Mirkwood archers.
Our neighbors bought that set. Taylor's little friends.
Yeah. And I can't recall which elf this is. Is this Toriel in it? Maybe. Sure. But we have a few different Toriels and then and we do not have this brown warg. We do not.
So we missed out on this set.
We did, but we bought King Thandriel on the aftermarket because we knew he was the real. Him and the warg were probably the two biggest selling points, unless you wanted to do army building with the orcs and the hooded elves. I think it's in the C range, but I'm not putting it ahead of Weathertop, but I think I'm putting it ahead of Barrel Chase.
Okay. I think that's
because it has the army building aspects, and it's got King Thandriel
and that word.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yep, that's where I put it. There, now you can see. This one, the Mirkwood Elf Desolation of Smog promo. That was fun. One minifigure, 2013. And yeah, this is for completionists and
people who own them.
Yeah, people that own them. Again, I will put it ahead of Bard. Bard by himself is just not doing a lot for me, if I'm honest. At least the elf archer has army building possibilities.
Right.
That's a slight advantage for him.
Mm-hmm.
David Emperor says, I might not have the sets, but I own every figure. Took me years to collect.
Really?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That
We
is awesome.
have the vast majority of them as well.
I don't have any exclusives.
Yeah. Ollendorf says, I a slow learner, so educate me wouldn't work at all. Rula says, The Lord of the Rings is life. So sad I missed out on most of these sets.
Yeah.
So now we have Pirate Ship Ambush, set number 79008. At least I believe that's a 7. It got cut off on the page.
I did rip it out pretty fast.
It did rip it out pretty fast. I don't hate this ship, even though I don't own this pirate ship. It was Lego doing like an Asian style pirate ship before Ninjago, if memory serves. I don't believe the Destiny's Bounties, any of those came before this. But I mean, don't hold my toes to the fire about that.
Do it.
So I like that for it. I do like this ship, even though I don't own it. And to be honest with you guys, the only reason I didn't buy it is because if I was buying pirate ships, I was buying other pirate ships. And as far as the minifigures in it, we do not have the Umbar pirates. I don't know how many variations are in there. And then we have the King of the Dead, but we do not have the Soldier of the Dead. But we did go and buy the King of the Dead.
Yeah.
But I think Pirate Ship Ambush is a pretty good set.
I'd say it's A.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Because it's a nice set.
Yeah, I am sad that we didn't pick it up.
Yeah,
I am. It would look good right around our lake town or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You live and learn.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Rula says, that's B tier at least, I would think. I am biased to ships. Yeah. And Oldendorf says, D as a ship, but if I got space for it, lower A for me. Yeah. I agree with all of that. Oh, here's definitely an S tier. We got Frodo cooking with the corner.
There's that green shirt again.
Green shirted Frodo cooking and drinking some ale. It was a poly bag, obviously. 29 pieces released in 2012. And I'm putting green shirted Frodo behind the elf, but it had a bard.
That bard.
It's going to be hard for some. Well, I mean, he's a good character, but he wasn't hard to find if you were buying these sets. So it was like, but he's not like, he's no Aragorn or anything or Legolas.
Well, he killed the dragon.
He did.
So I mean, he is a little necessary.
Infamous Convict says, this is a dangerous stream. I want to buy all of these. Yeah.
I know. I'm sad on the ones we missed. Dangerous.
And then next up we got,
I would hate to look the prices up.
Poly bag of Gandalf at Dougal Door. And this is set numbers 30213, 25 pieces released in 2012. And I mean, again, Gandalf was a dime a dozen in this theme.
Mm-hmm. That
I might actually give green shirted Frodo the advantage on this one, but not Bard.
Not Bard. Poor Bard.
Like you must have just really wanted a Gandalf if you bought that one.
Yeah. Kids, maybe it's nostalgic to them when they get older.
Ollendorf says that map is SSS plus tier.
The what?
The map.
Oh, the map that he's holding?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's I didn't realize that came in.
Infamous comic,
pretty
and Not
good.
Dangerous for me is I don't want any, as I'd rather avoid retire sets to buy.
Yeah.
And now we got the next poly bag on the poly list. Then we got Elrond.
I think if you bought the Lord of the Rings Lego video game.
Okay. So there was 2 of those that were video game exclusives?
Yeah, there's 2 video game exclusives.
So Elrond is one, and he came out in 2012. He's a little bit harder to find, maybe. I think I'm going to put him there.
That's a good idea.
I mean, he's not super hard to find, not as hard as Azog, but
right.
He's not like as common as Frodo and
his
Gandalf.
Printing might be.
Rula says another S tier. Yeah. Who is Elrond? You need to pay attention to your Lord of the Rings, sir.
Who is that?
Ollendorf.
Ollendorf doesn't know.
And then you got the Merkwood Elf poly bag. So many of these poly bags.
I know, there was tons of them.
Because they were just pushing these minifigures. And this is set number 30212, 22 pieces, released in 2012. Again, the army building, is where this is all at. But I think I'm gonna put it there though. Is this the last poly bag?
I don't know. Is it
Urukai with Ballista? And set number 30211, 16 pieces, 2012. And again, if you're an army builder, this was the one for you, especially for orc building.
We're not gonna have any more room in D.
That's all right. Something's got it only up to go from here. But I think I'm gonna put the orc up here behind Azog only because people loved army building with orcs.
Yes.
So it does have that value there. Next up, we have Riddles of the Ring, set number 79000, 98 pieces, released in 2012. And
we had that one.
Yeah. I mean, these small little sets on top of all the poly bags that they released for this thing.
They were definitely gearing them towards kids.
Yeah.
Because these are all kids.
They were pushing these minifigures for sure. So Zissou Sultan Fuss is here, and he says,
"Hi, Zissou.
Every Lord of the Rings and Hobbit set is S tier." Well, actually, we're finding out it's actually not.
Do you see all these poly bags, man? Goodness.
Rula says, "I agree. Urukai polybag is great for army building." Next up, we have Shelob Attack, and this is set number 9470, 214 pieces. Released in 2012. And
now you be nice because she's awesome.
Shelob is pretty cool. We do have this.
Sam and Frodo's eyes.
Yeah.
Those are pretty. I mean, I don't think they have to be S tier. I don't think it's S tier, but
this set has aged rather well because of the Frodo and Sam. It really has, and Shelob is. I mean, I can't sit here and say she's the coolest Lego spider to date, but
Dog is pretty good too.
From
Harry Potter.
Yeah, we'd have to do a side by side. We have him, don't we?
Yeah, we should.
He's not as cool as Shelob, then.
No. But that set's pretty cool. It would be one, like if you said get one set, that would be one that would be a good one.
I'm thinking it's in the B's.
Okay. I agree.
Is it ahead of Lake Town?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. Just because Lake Town is, like I said, if you want medieval buildings, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Lake Town's more versatile.
Yeah.
I mean, Spider is pretty.
The spider and the minifigures are, they like I said, they have aged rather well. And then next up, we have the Battle of Helms Deep. Set number 9474, 1,332 pieces, released in 2012. And I own this set, and I very much like it. I wish I could say I love it, but I can't. It's not it feels a little incomplete to me. But the coolest thing that Lego did with this particular set is it has the curved castle walls, because I believe this was the first time that Lego implemented curved castle walls in an actual Lego castle. So it has that going for it. And when you look at it from this perspective, it does look pretty good. It really does. But
it's a little lackluster on the other side.
Yeah.
Because it's a facade.
Yeah.
It's actually two facades.
Mm-hmm.
And so it makes it difficult to love it.
Does make it difficult to love it.
But it is a nice set.
It is a nice
with all the elements. I would definitely put it, yep.
It's A tier.
And it's above the ship.
And it's above the ship.
All right. You will not get any. You won't hear nothing out of me. I'll agree to that.
David Emperor says Helm's Deep was a bit too small. Yeah. Rula says A tier for Helm's Deep. Yeah. I think it's in a good
Everybody
spot.
Seems to be agreeing.
And next up, we got the Council of Elrond, set number 79006.
Excuse me.
225 pieces released in 2013. God bless you, by the way.
I didn't sneeze, I coughed.
Oh.
But thank you, Annika.
And yeah, we had this, and
that was built.
It was built at one time, but now it is just pieces somewhere in our collection.
Our kids had a hard time keeping sets together.
Well, this was earlier in our Lego days. You know, before we got more Lord Business like.
No, we started out Lord Business. Don't you remember Harry Potter?
But it's gotten stricter. we got it strict, and then we relaxed for George, and now
we don't glue them anymore.
Yeah, we don't glue anymore.
We learned that lesson. I don't think they learned.
Elrond and Arwen, you know, those are two nice minifigures to get.
Arwen was, and Gimli. I mean, Gimli came in another set too, but Arwen was the reason that one was so wanted.
So I think it's a B.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Arwen,
is it better than the Warg though, or the
Arwen though? I think that's the only set she came in. I don't know.
I'm waffling here. We'll talk about it at the end.
Want some syrup?
Yeah.
For your waffles?
Oh, I do. Zissou says retailed for what, 100 or 120? Wish we had it set like that remotely close for that price today. Talking about Helm's Deep, that it was a good one. He says Weathertop isn't A or S rank. What?
Weathertop?
He says I agree. C for Weathertop is harsh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but great minifigs and decent build. Okay.
You've switched that.
I think I'm gonna put Weathertop up here. I think I like the tree better than that one too.
Well, then put that one down and see.
This one?
Yeah, but that one's the best one and see.
Okay.
Well, switch the king in her.
The king in her?
Yep, King Sandriel. That one.
This one?
Yep. I'm going to have to go with that.
You're going to have to go with that?
Yeah.
How's that? Does that make everyone a little bit better? Can't have everyone revolting here.
No. Oh, my goodness. No revoltage.
Next up, we got the Goblin King Battle, and it's set number 79010, 799 pieces, released in 2012. And even though this is an inside set, and you know, as I've said many times before, my feelings on these things, if you do not own Orc Forge, this has a very similar look, and you can stick it next to your Tower of Orthanc, and is what I did. And so for that adds a lot to this. set for me, also including the Goblin King. And it's got the little Goblin Scribe. And then I'm pretty sure some of these dwarves are exclusive to this set as well.
Nori, I think.
Yeah. We actually got this one on clearance, if I remember correctly. And it was a pretty nice clearance score. So yeah, the Goblin King battle is another set that I think a lot of people slept on a little bit. And
that Goblin King is pretty awesome.
I might go as far as to say it might be an A tier set. It's gonna be it's gonna be more at the bottom, lower end of it.
I don't hate that.
See if the chat's revolting.
Oh, look at. Can we pause for the cause for a second?
Rula says A tier for goblins has some play features.
Yeah.
David Emperor says great set, S maybe for me.
Oh.
Yeah. And Ian Brickpod showed up.
Hello.
Hey Ian, how are you? He says, ooh, showing weakness, never listen to chat. Oh, that's funny.
He usually doesn't check the chat during his tier list. He usually just goes through it, but this one's a long one.
And David Emperor did say, I think that's fair. So now we are on to the Lonely Mountain. And this is set number 79018. 846 pieces released in 2014. And
this one's hard for me.
The actual build itself, while I don't hate it, it does feel a little incomplete, if I'm honest. But it's got smog in it. And I've gone on record many, many times, and I will continue to say so until Lego proves otherwise. But smog is going to be the greatest Lego dragon of all time. Lego seems to refuse to want to top him, like in any way, shape, or form. So, and it's got some nice minifigures, but they all are exclusives to this set, if I remember correctly. But they're just alternate versions of other characters that you can get elsewhere,
like King
Thandriel, or not Thandriel, Thorin.
Now it did have the Arkenstone, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But again, the set was just, it was the dragon.
I don't hate it. I mean, the throne is nice.
It's
the little forge that's next to it. That's just a little like.
Well, I understand why it's there because it's a mine, so I understand. But again, it seems so incomplete, and we bought it so many times, but
yeah, we bought this set a few different times.
If it wasn't for smog, it would definitely be lower than that.
It's an A tier with smog, though.
He is, yeah, with smog for sure. Because I mean, that is the best dragon I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it holds up well. I mean, George plays it all the time.
Yeah. Rula says smog carries it, and he goes, S tier. A tier. No, yeah, I agree. I think it's an A tier.
Yeah.
Zissou says I sold my smog, still regret it.
Oh, that you didn't keep one.
I mean, I'll go on record to say he's not only the coolest dragon that Lego has ever made, he is the coolest animal, period, that Lego has ever made. Is smog. And we have some cool ones with the sharks and everything, but they all pale in comparison to Smog, the Magnificent. All right, so back on with the countdown.
Okay.
Next up, we got the Mines of Moria. And this is set number 9473, 730 pieces released in 2012. And we had this set, and we kept all the minifigures, and we sold the parts on Bricklink.
Yep.
So that should tell you kind of what we thought about the build itself. And it's not that I hate it. It's just
those inside sets.
It's just more of like, what do I do with this? I have to
fit.
I would have to build a structure around it.
Another mountain.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the Lonely Mountain. I'd have to build another mountain. Too many mountains. I don't have
too many mountains. So, but I still think
it's a good set
I still think it's an A tier.
with that troll.
I think I'd put it ahead of Goblin King. Oh, no, I think I'm gonna put the Goblin King a smidgen ahead of it. Ian says better than a goat. Sacrilege. Absolutely, it's better than a goat. My Smog will eat the goat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we have Smog. After this is done, you might see two of the main figures of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Zissou says, love the mindset. Great scene from the film and superb minifigures. Yeah. And that cave troll.
Yeah, that cave troll is pretty awesome.
David Emperor said A, solid B. Next up, we have the Orc Forge.
Did we test that set?
We do not have this set. It is set number 9475, 347 pieces, released in 2012. And this is the one that looks the best with your Tower of Orthanc. It truly does. And we do not have it. But like I said, the Goblin King battle can supplement that. And so with what tier, you need the Tower of Orthanc to pair with it, in my opinion. By itself, it's a little but it's great for army building. And it looks like it came with Lurtz, which was the leader of the Urukai. So, that's pretty cool. And even though we didn't end up getting the Orc Forge, I still think it's a pretty nice set, but I can't go quite A with it. But I am going to put it at a high B. Zissou says, I still think they're all S tier, but the conversation is fun. Yes, that's the point.
Door's currently closed.
Zissou says, still better than the one orc doesn't have ears or helmet. Still bitter.
Bitter,
yeah. And then next up, we have the worst set on the entire list. Why would anybody want this thing of filth?
Look how small it is.
Is beyond me. It is set number 10237, the Tower of Orthanc, 2,335 pieces, released in 2013. And this gobble of gook is just going to go right there.
Yep.
And it's not even a question. Like,
Oh, we do have that set, but it's even taller.
Oh, yeah. We were just kidding.
It's in the S tier because it's the best one, don't you think?
The best one.
Yeah, everyone's cool. Daddy was just being silly.
Daddy was just being silly.
Rula's laughing. Solid F, says David Emperor. Looks like an eyesore, says you. Yeah.
No one wants
that thing.
So tiny.
But my mom and dad built it.
We're just being sarcastic.
Zissou says, was that the set with the Ent? Yes, it was.
Yes. And he is
I'll bring the
awesome.
picture back up. Yeah, since it comes with the eagle and Grima Wormtongue. Ooh, he's a $100 minifigure these days.
Is he?
He is, yes. And he's an exclusive to this set. And the build itself is absolutely fantastic. I might have to do a tier ranking list for all the sets that we own. And the Tower of Orthanc would still be near the top for me. David Emperor,
can be done.
I got Grima back in the day for $20. Ooh. Yeah.
That was a score.
Yeah. That was a score. Next up, we have the Wizard Battle. Set number 79005, 103 pieces, released in 2013.
Oh, you guys have that thing.
Yes, we do have this thing.
It's inside the Tower Orphan.
It is, yes.
And
that's where they have the battle.
It's, I mean,
it was a nice little set that the kids could get Gandalf and Saruman.
That's true.
That's what it was geared towards. So the kids could have. But, I mean, somebody that got the Tower of Orthanc doesn't really have any need for this set.
No.
So It's more of a mini figure set.
Yeah, it's definitely a kid set.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's one of the better ones though, because of Saruman.
Actually, I think I'm gonna put it number 1 in the D.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe should I move it up to C? I think I might move it up to C.
Okay.
D's pretty full. We don't need any more D.
We don't need any more D.
And next up, we have the Urukai Army, set number 9471, 229 pieces, released in 2012. And what's cool about this is this can be an extension for your Helms Deep, so it can make your Helms Deep a little bit bigger. And we did not buy this set. And this comes with I'm blanking on his name. It's not King Rohan, not King.
What is
It's not the king.
It's not Faramir, is it?
No, because it's Rohan, but it was like his right hand man, the one that led the Rohan's horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
They had to get him back. Well, it comes with him, and then it comes with a Rohan soldier, and I think this even the castle didn't come. Even Helm's Deep didn't come with a Rohan soldier, and it came with all the orcs. So this was basically where I'm going with it. Is this was the army building set to get it for the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit theme, I would say. People loved it for that reason, and it made your Helm's Deep a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it has quality. It is a set of quality.
I don't think it's better than.
You don't think it's better than Sheila?
It's
got to be better than Weathertop because people bought it like crazy.
Ring Wraiths. No.
Yeah, but people bought this one like crazy.
It's just I'm just.
I mean,
just
what
because
is the
they
chat
bought
thing?
It doesn't mean it was a good set. I just think.
Rula says another nice army builder.
Right.
That David Emperor says that sells for crazy money. It was selling on clearance back in the day. Yeah,
I know.
And those Rohan helmets. Do you guys agree with where I got it on the list, or should I move it up or down? Give me your thoughts real quick on.
I'm just wondering, does anyone think it's better than Weathertop? I think Weathertop's better.
I don't. Zisu says based on value, an interesting build. Yeah. Hurry these little polybag guys along.
Well, I have pictures for those.
Yeah, but they're just more polybags. This one is another one of Bilbo.
That was a Hobbit video game exclusive.
It was a Hobbit video game exclusive.
I believe so.
Putting it down there, and then a more Lake Town Guard guys. I think Bard beats him.
Finally, somebody. Bard beats somebody.
And then
Legolas.
Here's a Legolas. Legolas is pretty cool though. People like Legolas. I'm gonna put Legolas there. And then next up we have the Black Gate. Set number 79007, 634 pieces, released in 2013. This set came with another eagle, the black horses, which are cool, with the red eyes. I believe the black horses with the red eyes have only been released with Lord of the Rings. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone else? It came with the mouth of Sauron, and this Aragorn is quite valuable these days as well. The Black Gate itself is very cool, but obviously it is incomplete. Lego went to meet a certain price point with this particular set. But what's cool about it is you can buy two to make the full Black Gate, and that is exactly what we did. And So I have fond feelings about this set. I am putting it in A tier, and I'm putting it ahead of the pirate ship.
I agree.
Honestly,
I think it goes the accessories in that. I mean, we have two of them, so that makes it cooler. But
Rula says, "I see Black Gate." Yes. David Emperor says, "What? Those Lake Town guards were great figs." Zizou says, "David, I agree. You guys like them?"
Well, we'll move it up for Bard.
David Emperor says, "Shame set was only half B plus nice figs."
Yeah. Yep. Definitely had to buy two of them. But that seems to happen to me all the time in all these sets. Buy two of them.
Do you think that you guys are thinking B plus only for it?
A B plus for it? I mean, the ship's bigger, and the trolls are.
We're missing the other Lake Town set in here as well, dear. It's not even on the list. Because there was 2 Lake Town sets.
Yeah, this one right here is Lake Town.
No, that's the City of Dale.
Well, clearly that one didn't go on my list.
So the Battle of the 5 Armies, set number 79017, 446 pieces, released in 2014. And came with another eagle. I didn't realize eagles came in 3 sets. Oh, it has to have the 5 different armies, because you got the eagles, you got the orcs, you got the elves, you got the dwarves, you got the men. Gotta have all the armies.
All 5 of them.
And we have this set, and I don't hate the build itself. I mean, again, it's all dilapidated and stuff, and but it's got nice minifigs and the Dane Ironfoot.
Mm-hmm.
He was exclusive to this set, and he's a nice minifigure.
Yeah. And the Black Arrows came in this set, didn't it?
Yeah, they
Or
did.
maybe not.
It did. This was what you were supposed to shoot the black arrow out of, which is not like it is in the movie at all, but that's where they went with it. For me,
I shouldn't have bragged that I did such a good job and I was ready.
You jinxed yourself.
I did. It says, "Oh, you were you?"
I think I'm gonna put it in B, but I think it's gonna be a B minus. We can make it happen. Here it is.
Make it happen, man.
Set number 79016, Attack on Lake Town, 313 pieces. And it retails for $129.19 according to Amazon. It came with Toriel, was exclusive to this set, or not exclusive, but maybe this printing of Toriel was exclusive to this set.
The green.
And it came with Bard's son.
And Bard. These printings were the muddy ones. These ones are more.
Yeah.
Oh,
I tell you, I would not pay $129 for this set now, though.
unless I had to,
I like the other Lake Town set better. I do.
Well, it's got the ship in it.
And the building that it comes with is better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think they look great.
That's the one with the black arrows.
Yeah, I think that they look good together. They do. This one does have the black arrows.
Yeah, this is the set that came with the black arrows.
Yeah. Now, as for the tier list, I would put the other Hobbit set. I think I would put it ahead of the Battle of 5 Armies set, but behind the Warg set. So I'm thinking it's another. I may even want to go to C with it. What do you think, honey? I mean, I like it because it does look good with the other Lake Town set, but if I was to buy it individually, like the build itself isn't as cool as the other buildings.
Right.
It's not.
I would pick that one over it for sure.
So I think I would put it in the C, but I think I would put it
Ahead of Elrond's, at least.
You put it ahead of Elrond's.
Mm-hmm.
Would you put it ahead of Theandril's?
I don't know.
Well, we'll split the difference and put it in the middle of them.
Okay.
So that's that. We would put that as a nice C plus. Is probably where that one would end up for us.
And it just so happens we are missing another set, and that was the Witch King battle. And even though this is a small build, it came with Galadriel, Elrond, and the Witch King, and that makes it very much a must get. And I would put it in the C plus range as well, and I would actually put it ahead of the other Lake Town set, just because those are 3 great minifigures that come in that set.
So that about wraps up the tier list. Put down in the comments
That went surprisingly faster than
if you guys like my choices, or if you guys should hang me from the rafters.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.